Hello, my name's Alene, and today I'll take you through a full upper body workout. Woo! We're getting strong. We're gonna include shoulders, chest, tris, back, maybe buys, maybe. I am at home in Cincinnati, so this will be my home gym and not OSU's. It's not my favorite gym, but it works, it does the job. Hopefully it's not too crowded because it is almost 5 o'clock and it's just after New Year's, so I planned this badly. I haven't hit upper body at all this week, so that's why I'm hitting everything at once. If you're really trying to grow upper body, I do recommend trying to hit it at least twice a week because I found the best results from that, twice or more. Alright, this will be fun though. I'll see you guys at the gym. Alright, just got to the gym. Going to start off with some shoulder presses and chest press. I'll put the workout here. You're gonna have to bear with me because I am using a tripod for this whole workout and there are a decent amount of people here, so we'll see how it goes. And real quick, these are the new Buffbunny joggers. Hello guys, so here I just show a little bit of my warm-up and I show how you can do regular grip or neutral grip. I prefer neutral just because I've had shoulder issues and the neutral press is easier on your shoulders. So I always do a little bit of a warm-up with lighter weights. I don't know why I did 1 rep with my right arm, but it's whatever. Beginning the shoulder press, I like to start with my feet around shoulder width apart, and I always start my set by first bracing my core. This involves tucking my butt under. As you can see, it kind of loses that little arch I have, and that really helps me brace my whole body. I also exhale and think about pulling my belly button to my spine. So squeezing your belly button to your spine and exhaling. And you keep that pressure in your intra-abdominal area the whole movement. Beginning my dumbbell press, I usually start with the dumbbells resting on my shoulders just so I know that's like a good place for them to be, and I should probably be in line with that area pretty much the whole movement. I think about pushing my feet into the floor as I press. So as you press up, your feet are pressing into the floor. Really think about that. So when I start pressing, I press up, but I do not fully lock out my elbows. I stop just before lockout to keep tension on my shoulders the entire time. While lowering the dumbbells for each rep, I stop lowering it just before it hits my shoulders. I then press up and repeat the process. I also, as you can see, keep my elbows tucked in the entire time so they're not flaring outwards. Overall, keep in mind bracing your core, so tucking your belly button to your spine. I squeeze my glutes the entire time. I press with my feet through the floor, and then I press up, keeping it nice and controlled the whole time. And no elbow flaring. And this is a friendly reminder to drink your water because it will help in your workouts and your life. And it's very good. Alright, so now we're going to do rear delt flies. I'm just going to do it with these 5-pound plates because there's no 5-pound dumbbells up here. I don't feel like moving. I like doing them bent over, but you can do them seated. And yeah, it took me a while to feel these right, so definitely just keep practicing and they get better. When doing rear delt flies, I hinge my hips back. I like to be around a 45-degree angle, and then I press outward. So I think about pinching a pencil between my shoulder blades, which you can see in a minute here more visually. But just around my spine, I pinch my shoulder blades together, really activating the rear delts and letting them work. The rear delts are really important, especially now because everyone's hunched over their phones and computers. And I learned this from my physical therapist with my shoulder injury, that they just become weak because we're hunched over all the time and not using them. So it is really important for your posture to work them. I know when I began weightlifting, I didn't really even realize they were a thing, but they definitely are, and I've actually been incorporating them at the beginning of my workouts instead of the middle of the end because they are a small muscle. They get tired, and it's harder to get a mind-muscle connection when you're tired because other muscles come into play and try to start taking over. So yeah, throw some in at the beginning of your workout and let me know how it goes. And going to bench press, I do a slightly narrow grip bench press, but your setup is pretty important. So I go onto the bench and I plant my feet firmly on the ground. I try to kick them back as far as I can while getting a nice arch in my back. So you're going to have 3 points of contact. It'll be your feet planted firmly into the ground, your butt on the bench, and your upper back. And the arch is very important to have. It puts your shoulder and your back in a much safer position, so I definitely recommend it. I kind of thrust up to get a better one and then return my butt to the ground. I use a slightly narrow grip, so it's a little bit farther than shoulder width apart. You want to make sure your wrists are stacked under the barbell the entire movement, so think about punching your knuckles to the sky. I then bring the bar out and take a big belly breath and hold it before I lower the barbell. I make sure it's controlled and I lower it down to around the bottom of my sports bra area. And then as I press it back up, I press it up and back. So it ends up around my neck area or high collarbone area before I go back again to my low sports bra area. So again, before I lower the barbell, I take a big, deep inhale, hold it, lower it, and as I press up, when I reach around like mid-come up, I usually start breathing out. This is going to differ for everyone. Some people will hold it the entire time. You really just want to make sure your core is braced the entire time. You also want to make sure that your elbows are tucked. You don't want them to be too tucked in towards your body, but you don't want them to be flaring out a lot. So the variation of tuck is kind of going to differ between people. You want to find what's most comfortable for you and what you feel strongest at. That will also go for your grip width. Just kind of experiment around with what you feel strongest and most comfortable with. And moving on to working some back, I'm going to do a unilateral dumbbell row. So I'm going to use a bench to support myself, placing my supporting arm around directly beneath my shoulder and my knee in a comfortable position with my other leg slightly pointing out so I can get a neutral spine and really brace my core. I then make sure my scapula is retracted, so pull your shoulders down a little bit. And then I pull back with my elbow. So instead of pulling the dumbbell straight up, I'm thinking about leading with my elbow and pulling it up and back, kind of going towards your back pocket. This movement is going to be targeting our lats, which is a big muscle of the back. So you also want to make sure that you're minimizing your spinal rotation or your torso rotation during the movement. You don't want to be pulling the dumbbell all the way back so you're, almost like sideways on the bench. You really want to keep your pelvis pretty centered on the bench so you're not tilting one way to the other too much.
But my brain tells me I've been here before. Don't wanna draw any attention to all the crazy things that I shouldn't mention. Not really sure, but it feels like my feet are glued to the floor. Don't wanna open up my mouth, cause I'm afraid of what's gonna come out. Life is but a dream. This can't be happening.
And I'm done. Let me know why one cheek is super pink and the other is not. What is that? What is that? Okay, but yeah, overall, very good workout. Took me a little bit longer just because I had to film everything. And it's like kind of weird with the tripod. I was trying to get angles. Sometimes it didn't work out, had to do it again. But overall, a great day. Yeah, just now I have worked out my upper body a ton to get it here, and yeah, it is very nice. I've just basically been maintaining for a while now because I don't want it to get any bigger, but yeah, it's fun. Working out upper body is definitely very fun to add variety into your workouts and just to get to the gym a little bit more so you can't hit legs every day, so might as well do something. Plus it's cool to be strong. You can carry all your grocery bags in one trip. And who doesn't want that? Oh my god. An automatic air freshener just went off. I've never seen that before. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to like, subscribe, comment. It means a lot. Let me know if you have any other video ideas you want to see. And I'll see you guys again soon.